It
It
worked this time. Yay, it worked this time.
Yay.
Oh, God bless technology, but not
We're only
Google.
4 minutes late.
That's not terrible, and that does match the 4 viewers we all of a sudden randomly have right out of the gate. 5. Randomly have right out of the gate.
Whoa.
5. 6. Done. How are you?
Good.
You look cute with your hairband.
Thank you. I'm going to age myself. I stretched earlier and now my neck hurts.
I mean,
just not even like doing yoga, just like one of those like, get up out of a chair kind of things. And now my neck hurts.
ouch. Well, we have those moments. Could be worse.
It could very well. I didn't break anything.
It's true. It's true. You didn't fall out of your chair, and that's the end of it.
How are you?
I'm here.
Why is there a fan on our printer?
That's our biggest fan.
No, it's not. Our biggest fan is in the ceiling of our bedroom.
You're wrecking the story right now. That's your biggest fan.
Okay,
It's
what's
staring
the
at you too. No, just that. That is literally the whole joke. I was searching for something funny to put up there. It's like, what can I put up there? I'm going to put a fan, and then I'm going to say, that's your biggest fan, and you're going to giggle. And that's it. I got nothing else. Thanks for watching Bardic Tales. Signing off.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're down to 2 viewers.
That's what dad jokes get us.
All right. Should we start with this innocuously placed
This thing that the
train?
microphone is placed missing? Or covering? Wow.
This
Words. The thing.
Now we're down to 1 viewer, which is you.
I blame the internet.
All right.
People will catch up.
Yes.
Should we wait until there's more to talk about it?
Sure.
No, let's just talk about it. They can catch up.
Oh, now we've got 2.
Yay, let's do it.
Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Luke.
All right, sweet. Hurry before they drop off too.
All right. So this is the first pullings off of the Precious Trees project. So did this last year, did it again this year, where we picked apples at Precious Things Fermentation Projects property. So they're up in Green Bluff. And then make cider out of it. What yeast did we use again?
We used Imperial's Rustic Yeast,
Yes.
which Imperial is an awesome company out of Oregon. They make all organic, like hyper organic yeast. And all of their yeast packets have double the amount of yeast that other packages would have. They're just a straight up awesome company. This particular yeast is a farmhouse ale yeast. And so it's going to have a little bit of those funky characteristics, just a little bit of pretty much exactly what you would expect at Precious Things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the perfect yeast to use for this.
Jeff and I discussed which yeast to use because obviously, like, it would be logical to use a cider yeast since we're making a cider, but we decided it would be funner to use. So, kind of enhancing that collaboration bit.
It
So,
more respects the collaboration, I think.
yeah. So this is the first tryings
It's
of it.
Purdy, too.
It is. I mean, it's a little cloudy.
Yeah, hazy. Hazy is the term all the kids are using these days.
It hasn't crashed yet.
Yeah, it's got a little while to go. It will never be crystal clear just because of how quickly we're releasing it, but it's pretty.
Yeah. So.
Bottoms up. Well, don't do that because I want some too. Maybe bottoms halfway up.
It's got a really appley nose.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact, that's going to be the ale yeast taking care of that. Or beer yeast in general, if you will. Wine yeast is designed for the harshness of grapes and tends to strip away harsh characteristics. The problem is apples don't really have harsh characteristics. They have mostly delicate stuff. And so your wine yeasts, cider yeasts, which are just wine yeast, tend to strip away the more subtle notes of the apples, whereas the beer yeast, ale yeast, if you will, in this case, tends to preserve a lot of those more subtle notes. And so when you put in apples, you get apples.
Yeah. Which is why
but this one is remarkably
Yes.
apple. This isn't just theory on paper apple. This is like apple. This is nice.
I tend to go more towards ale type yeasts.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is everything we thought it would be. It's got the tartness of their apples.
There's a bit of farmhouse funk.
Yeah, which if you go to their property and you get there okay, and you get to try some of their apples sometime, they just about turn your face inside out. They're pretty bitter and tart.
Yeah.
But they're very appley. They have a tremendous flavor, and this I feel captures that.
Yeah. There's a little bit of residual sweetness in there.
Yeah. Yep. It definitely has that funk, doesn't it?
And I think when we carbonate it, those notes are going to be enhanced.
Yeah, I think this is going to be
not just the funk.
I think it's going to be a bouquet. It's pretty good stuff. So, yeah, it is extremely tasty.
We've got all sorts of people.
Yay!
Luke.
Yeah. No, that was when I was saying they're all leaving now.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think we're going to enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that it's just a cider, no other fruits, no other flavorings, just apples and yeast. It turned out well.
The nose reminds me of green apple skins.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is good.
What else do we have on the table? There's the screaming yak. No, that's not a yak.
That's a giraffe.
Giraffe. A screaming giraffe on yours.
It's Excelsior from Schilling Cider. I love their artwork too. It's just fun.
It's just absurd.
This is an Imperial Mango Supernova.
We should talk to the creator of the oatmeal and see if he'll do a label just for you sometime.
That would be fun.
Some kind of screaming cat or something.
No, a screaming octopus.
A screaming octopus, definitely. Waving his tentacles all around in the air like a crazy person.
Yes.
I bet he'd do it. He seems good-natured enough.
All right. Yeah, there's a whole paragraph on here.
Oh, what are the highlights?
I didn't read it.
It's Imperial and it's mango.
Yes, it's 9.1%.
Fun fact, too. That
it's sweet. It's more on the sharp side of the acidity. And it's kind of like a low-medium bubbles.
Neat.
Yeah.
That one and the regular Excelsior are the same item in Total Wine's system right now.
Really?
I got to hear about it from that poor cashier.
Oh, no.
She tried to ring it up, and it came up as regular Excelsior, and she just hung her head and said, we get so many new beers a day. They don't actually get them separated in the system right away. And This one's so similar to the old one. They're separate barcodes, but it come up as the same thing. She was a real sweetheart, and I enjoyed chatting with her. But she got it fixed for me because she's a professional.
Yeah.
That is really pretty.
That is really pretty.
That just screams giraffe. Or mango. I mean mango. It screams mango.
I am a big fan of Schilling.
I can smell that from here. It's amazing.
Well, not everything that they have is my cup of tea. I've never had anything from there that I've been like, bleh, over. It's just like, I don't really want a pint of this, but it's good. So, yeah, Luke, I think you need that giraffe. Space helmet and all.
If we can make miniature other animals, somebody needs to make a miniature giraffe. If we can miniaturize, if we can miniaturize
giraffe.
If we can miniaturize horses, we can miniaturize giraffes.
Little Sebastian.
We need like a 4-foot tall giraffe running around our house. That I would get behind. That could be our next pet. That's
really good. What is that on the back?
Let's see. Oh man, that is remarkable.
There's like papaya in there.
Oh, there's something interesting in there.
Yeah. Oh, it's delicious. No,
wow.
Actually read it.
I would
talk about your beer now. So I can read this.
After staring for weeks, I finally broke down and got something from Firestone Walker again. They are one of my favorite breweries of all time. And in this case, I got their Tequila Barrel Sunrise, which is the bottle itself looks like this. It's their typical pretentious stuff, as if you cared about which batch number it is. You don't really, but still, it's nice to have that kind of thing in there.
Special.
It does make you feel special, especially with how many cases they produced. Nobody cares. I got one, so that's what's great. And what they have to say about it, basically, they took their Heldorado, and no, I'm not mispronouncing that. It's Hell Dorado, blonde barley wine, and then they aged it in tequila barrels. And that wasn't enough. They also blended it with cherry and orange bitters and hibiscus. Dang. So that's not my opener. This is my opener. Let's give this a try.
There's lime zest in this.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I swear Firestone Walker can do no wrong. They probably can. I just haven't encountered it yet.
That's all the stuff they pour down the drain. So
that is the stuff they pour down the drain, yeah, which is probably almost as good as my drain. Not flexing or anything there. Oh, man, that is just...
It's beautiful.
That thing's beautiful. I can smell this one from here, too. That's just... Oh, man, you get all those fruity notes with that little bit of fruity barrel note in there. Just a little bit of the maltiness on the nose. That's a thing. Just right. I'd buy a candle made out of that right there. Oh, that's beautiful. It comes across like it's about to be super fruity, but then it dries right out really quick. You get a little bit of that smoked caramel on the end.
Yeah.
Just that. It's more like
creme brulee.
Yes, it's more like dancing with a glass of tequila instead of, downing a glass of tequila. That is really fantastically nice.
There's cherry on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's really warm. You get that you get the malt.
Yeah.
And then the finish is like creme brulee.
Yeah, just like creme brulee.
You get a little bit of the sand dry.
A little.
Like a pleasant amount.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I remember, that's the good memory I had of that one tequila. Never mind all the bad memories I had of that one tequila. That's the good one I had.
Tequila is not my favorite.
So it comes in a box, as all things Firestone Walker must. It looks like that.
You definitely want to get that.
Definitely recommend it. It's unlike their other stuff, it's not terribly expensive. I mean, $15 or something like that, but I mean, absolutely worth it. That one is fantastic.
For the quality they put out, $15 is fair.
Oh yeah, absolutely, hands down. They are the brewery I aspire to be.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Or beat,
fancy stuff.
if you will. So. Garango, says Luke. I like that. Oh gosh, a giraffe, man. It's a Durango. Durango or Garango?
Garango. No, Durango.
Durango.
Because it's giraffe.
Same reason it's graphical interchange for. Anyway, doesn't matter how to pronounce that.
GIF. It's GIF.
It's GIF. I don't care what the creators say. They don't have the right to name these things. What else do we have?
Is Poirot coming anytime soon?
No. You Philistine. It is not.
What?
Poirot, however,
the creator doesn't get to
Agatha Christie is the exception to that rule. Agatha Christie gets to name anything she wants to. Golly, man, no.
Sorry, I couldn't help but take that.
Nice some neck-bearded nerd living in his mother's basement doesn't get to name the graphical interchange format, but Agatha Christie can name anything she wants.
I wasn't talking about Agatha Christie.
Okay, fair. But she did name Poirot.
She did, yes.
And I'm following in her stead because I respect fine literature.
Pot roast, yes.
I also accept pot roast. Yes. Patriot, whatever. But pot roast, totally. We should make a pot. So the week we release Poirot,
pot roast should
our
be our
special of the week should be a pot roast.
I think you're right.
And just let people connect the dots.
Yeah.
Both of them will.
Yes.
We hung out.
I'll
we hung out with them.
now.
Okay, that's 5 because I'm still signed in.
Oh, okay, I'll 5 of them. All right. Speaking of, let's talk about what brewing and cider making.
Yes, there is all kinds of fantastic news this week.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, love it. This has been a good week.
It has been
straight been a good week. Yeah. So the story goes something like this. I was going around to putter around in the new building, basically trying to make myself look busy and everything else. And I get a call from Darren is his name. He is the local LCB, Liquor and Cannabis Board agent. He's the guy that has the final say whether or not we can brew out in that building.
So a little bit important to us.
Plus, he's a nice guy.
He is.
Nobody I've ever met who has met Darren has said he's anything other than the best guy.
Yeah, he wants us to succeed.
Yeah, and he will do a lot to make sure you succeed.
Yeah.
Well, I was expecting to wait another 2 or 3 weeks before I heard from this good man.
Yes.
And he calls me up and says, hey, I see you turned in all your paperwork. I'm in town. Can I just do the inspection today and we get you on your feet? Naturally, I told him no.
Yes.
I was happy to wait. Oh, yes. I said yes. And so I came back in. Honey, plans have changed. I'm getting ready for an inspection from Darren.
Cool. I'm putting my lesson plan together. I'm going to have to leave in 5 minutes to go teach the lesson plan.
Love you. Bye. So I got everything prepped. Darren showed up in his typical good guy fashion. Walked through the place. Says, yeah, looks all good to me. Asked a few questions. We bantered for a bit because he's a good guy. He says, okay, yeah, no, you're good. It's going to take the paperwork a few more days to go through, but I'm happy. You do your thing. It's all paperwork from this point. It's all formalities. You're good to go.
As Mark is grabbing bags of grain off
yes,
of
I'm grabbing bags. That sounds great. You want to give me a hand? No, you're busy. You got things to do. Bye. So I brewed that very day because I was
like, I'm not
pretty sure
joking that much.
I'm pretty sure he hadn't even started his truck yet, and I was already grinding grain up, getting ready to go.
Yeah.
But so I brewed that very day. So that is the first bit of happy news. We got the okay. Our building can finally be used for more than just testing and flexing our muscles and figuring if stuff even works.
Yes.
We can finally use it for the full meal deal. So I brewed that day, brewed what the dickens. Absolutely fantastic.
Perfect brew day.
It was a perfect brew day. Everything went great.
Yeah.
The new system works exactly as anticipated, even better still. On a normal brew day, if everything is stacked in my favor, I can get things knocked out in about 8 hours. This one, I had a whole bunch of junk to clean. I had a bunch of stuff to put away. I had a lot to do and brew, and I finished in 5 hours.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that's
not bad
like your
system.
parents came over and chatted with you. When the kids and I got back from school, I came out and chatted with you.
The kids hung out for a while. I mean, it was just, and I still finished 3 hours early. So that new building is phenomenal, and it is always exactly the right temperature in there.
Yes.
It's gorgeous in there. It's the perfect summer day in there year round. I love it. So what the dickens has been brewed. That's our second bit of good news. It is cruising right along. I expect that one to be ready in, let's just conservatively say 2 weeks, just to be safe.
It's a pretty quick one.
It is a pretty quick one, but I want to be conservative about this. I'm still going to do it right.
Oh yeah,
it's quick. But we have 2 other announcements today too. So the first one, both of which are coming out tomorrow.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I was heading down Cider Lane.
So the first one coming out.
Yay! Thank you.
Yay! We'll have to have you guys over to try it out sometime. It's super duper in there.
Yes.
So the first one's kind of fun. A few people like it. We are releasing our annual pumpkin beer tomorrow.
Yep.
So that'll be super nice. We'll have that on tap. But the big news that we're really excited about, our triptych is coming out.
Called The Abomination. I think that's what we've switched to.
we can get the thumbs up from Luke and Kaylee from Mystic Mead, who are also co-creators for this crazy thing.
But I think we all agreed that Abomination.
I think Abomination is a pretty darn good name for it. It is hybrid.
Yes.
I mean, I had a whole Venn diagram all set out. I know what beer ciders are called. I know what cider meads are called. I know what mead beers are called, but nobody had a name for.
We got the okay.
Yes. Nobody had a name for all 3, so we just called it a triptych. It seemed fitting enough.
Yeah.
And this thing is ridiculous. It hits you with so many different notes right out of the gate. You initially get that kind of mead dryness that everybody associates with, oh, that's mead. And then you're immediately hit with that smokiness from the beer. I didn't intend it to be that kind of roasted, the carameliness, but you really get that.
I think it's the apple and the grain playing together.
I think so. And then it rides out into the sunset on an apple note. And it's just, we also threw in some cinnamon and allspice just to kind of give it that warmth.
Bump it up a little.
Yeah, just to give, because it was a little in the dry valley. So we bumped it up a little bit to the warm hill. And it's just, it's ridiculous. It is certainly not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Nope.
But it is interesting and it is amazing.
And it's very limited edition.
It was extremely limited edition. So
because pectin's a thing.
Pectin is a thing that I think we've got some good ideas for next year.
Yep.
or next time. It doesn't even have to be next year,
Yeah.
but next time.
Assuming that Mystic wants to
I mean,
partner with us again, because
they're getting big. We're kind of the little guy.
I know,
mean, they may not want to hang out with us anymore, but it's
they'll
possible.
remember their roots.
Yeah, hopefully they'll remember their roots. But this one's fantastic. I think it came in. It was double digits in the ABV. I don't have the numbers right in front of me.
12.
I want to say it was 12 to 13%, somewhere around that ballpark. So standard Bardic fare.
Yep.
Pretty imminently approachable.
Going back to the cider from earlier, this is like what, 5.8? 5.8.
5.8.
It's under 6%.
It's because it was another brewery. Love them. Precious Things they're good
so
folks.
fantastic.
My favorite though is Barley.
Oh,
I love
know.
Barley.
Barley's
that dog
Hops is amazing too.
Hops is wonderful too, but Barley's the one that'll just snuggle up to you.
He's the snuggle bug.
Yeah, you'll just it won't even make a sound. We'll just come up next to you. Oh no.
Oh,
they might squeeze us in. That's nice. Barley's the one that'll just kind of quietly come up next to you and put his head up under your hand, hoping that you'll rub him, and then all of a sudden you have a new best friend. So, I do love their two dogs, Hops and Barley. But anyway, I digress. Thank you. So both the pumpkin beer and the triptych will be coming out tomorrow. By all accounts, this should be fantastic.
I thought the triptych was coming out on Wednesday because we were going to roll out the release a little bit. Okay.
Triptych Wednesday?
Triptych Wednesday.
Triptych Wednesday.
That's also when we're doing the pumpkin decorating.
See, that would make more sense then.
Yes.
That would, it would make more sense to put out the pumpkin on the pumpkin, but nobody cares. So we're going to be...
People care.
People don't care at this point because we're so weird. They just kind of expect whatever from us. Yeah, they rolled out the pumpkin and then pumpkin's the next day.
That's true. How about for something like this that's so new and experimental, I would like to be there for its release.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We're not going to be there tomorrow.
That's true. You're not wrong. But we will be there Wednesday. So we will definitely be there for the Wednesday release of Abomination.
Yes. The Abomination.
The Abomination.
Yes.
And the Tuesday release for Pumpkin, we will not be there, but it'll still be fantastic.
Yeah.
So
we were there for last year's, and it was wonderful, and this year will be just as wonderful.
Yeah, well received, went fast, everything else, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yay, Luke and Kaylee will be there on Wednesday, too.
Maybe we should show up just for fun.
On the monstrosity.
Monstrosity wouldn't be a terrible name either, but I like the Abomination.
Yeah.
And if Darren ever asks, I'll just ask him, well, how do you think we made it? And whatever he answers, I'll say, you are spot on. Well done, sir. Good job.
At which point he says, actually, that's incredibly illegal. I hope that's not what you did.
That was a trick answer. I was just making sure you remembered the law. I, of course, followed it to the letter.
Anyway.
So that is what's new in the beer world. Got our new licenses, a couple new beers coming out.
Pressing apples this weekend, so we were able to transfer the cider that we had in the old cider house into the new production facility. It's okay. We knocked over a fermenter in the process.
Not many people can say they have knocked over a 2-barrel fermenter. Even fewer can say they picked it back up again.
Yes.
Nailed it. With extremely minimal loss.
We only lost like 5 gallons.
Should only take 10, 15 minutes tops at my next counseling session. I don't think it will much impede my normal mental health.
All right, so experiment 626.
Oh, gonna need a reference for that one.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I just straight don't know what it is. I've never heard it before, but
I feel like I should know. It makes me think of Loki, but I don't think that's right. Okay.
It's probably one of those like Warehouse 13 or something.
Lilo and Stitch!
Oh, obviously. Yeah, I mean, a little different than Warehouse 13, but that's okay too. And whatever that other series was that came out at exactly the same time. There was Warehouse 13, which was mostly like monsters and stuff, I think. And then there was another one that came out that was all like the weird supernatural stuff. They came out at the same time, and the other one didn't do well, but I liked it more. And then I don't know.
Nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think that was kind of in my early days of getting into sci-fi.
Yeah, this was like X-Files was already dropping off, and now these others came on.
Then I was just like getting into
well,
like Stargate was my thing.
No, it wasn't Torchwood. Although
That's a really good.
that is good too.
Yeah.
That was good too. Now I'll figure out what it is. This was. I'll be straight with you, Angela. It's probably before your time. I'm old. I don't know what to tell you. I'm old, but
That's okay.
Yeah,
we'll be old together.
We'll figure that out. So that's what's new in the beer and brewing and cider world.
Yes.
What else fun stuff do we have coming up here?
Well, we can talk about special of the week.
Yes, let's do that.
So this week is going to be chili, and it's going to be made by the one and only Brandy. So we're technically on staycation right now. Sanctuary?
No, wasn't Sanctuary.
I think Andrea and Brandy would probably be a little cross with us if they actually watched our YouTube live stream and knew that we were doing this. But this is fun. We enjoy this. Yeah, yay, Brandy. So anyways, so she's going to be there tomorrow. I think Andrea's going to be in tomorrow too. Not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Our employees are so great that we can just be like, hey, make sure it's covered. We need this many people on this during this day.
We give them the general expectations.
Yeah.
We would like for you to be here on this day. We'd like you guys to generally alternate these other days. Beyond that, cover as you see fit. Just make sure the place is open.
Yeah.
And they do brilliantly. I love them to death. We don't even have to worry about
that. We can trust them.
We don't have to worry about one thing while they're there.
Yes. So Brandy's going to be making the chili for the week. Yeah. So we need a special for the following week. Let's see what the weather's going to look like.
Cold, rainy, probably.
Probably. 100% chance. 40% chance of rain tonight.
Which does that mean there's only a 40% chance it's going to rain? Or does that mean there's a 100% chance it's going to rain, but only over 40% of the area?
That's what I've heard is true.
I've heard a lot of things that are true according to TikTok.
I didn't hear it from TikTok.
Really?
I heard it from somebody in the tap room.
Oh.
She's a little bit more authoritative in my mind than TikTok.
There you go then.
Depending on who it is.
Depending on who it is.
Nice. No, next week. Ooh, Halloween's going to be like sunny. I mean, it's going to be cold, like not like cold, but it's going to be cold, but it's not going to be rainy. So that's nice. It's going to be like low 50s, but nice-ish weather. I kind of almost feel like maybe a pasta or a soup.
Another soup, panini soup. Ooh.
Pot pies. I would love to do pot pies. I just don't know how to do them quickly.
I mean, if we had enough ramekins, we could pre-make a bunch of them and then just heat them up when people ask for them. But we'd have to make sure they reheat properly because it's like microwaving French fries. It's never the same. We have to make sure. We're going to table the pot pie idea until we figure out how to do it right because apparently we have a reputation.
Apparently we do.
But we'll figure those out. But a soup just does sound super good. Something hearty, something warm.
We just did the beef stew.
Curry.
Oh, we've got an entire curry cookbook. That was incredible.
We need to do a curry soup of something. Maybe a chicken curry of some kind.
Okay. I would.
Yes. All right. Sweet. I think we need to do that.
All right. So let's see.
Adding to the notes.
Yes. So we're going to do a curry this week or upcoming week.
Yeah.
And look into pot pie and pineapple chicken curry soup. That sounds good. And we are definitely open to other suggestions. So please feel free during any of the rest of the live. If you have a suggestion for a special you'd like to see in the future, leave a comment. Like a YouTuber saying that. I guess technically I am.
Like and subscribe.
I'm a YouTuber.
Like and subscribe.
With all 40 plus viewers.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I am trying to figure out the name of that sci-fi show. It's driving me crazy. I thought it was in the 90s. It might be in the 2000s.
I think it's in the 2000s.
All
right. So we'll figure out some kind of curry. The recipe book that I have is fantastic. I found it at a yard sale for $1, but it's actually written by a woman like in India. So it's authentic. And I think I got on a real big curry kick early in our marriage, and I think there was an entire month where I think all I made was curry.
I seem to remember there was a lot of curry
Yeah.
one month. I seem to remember I wasn't sad,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was kind of a little curried out at some point.
I know, and I've been looking at it a lot lately, thinking like, I need to pull this out. So this is a really good. Ooh, avocado toast. Okay, I'm gonna look at. I don't know how to say this. Mulligatawani, maybe. I'm gonna look into that though, because I have never heard of that, and I am super interested. Look at this! We're both on our phones on YouTube Live.
Yeah, people are watching us.
I
This is so
know.
wild.
Okay,
Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy.
you can look at it later.
And it's not Bardic Tales.
Be on your phone later.
I'm taking notes.
I'm trying to look up relevant things to the conversation.
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast does sound like a good
I
idea.
love avocado toast.
We would have to work carefully to not have it oxidized, but I think we can pull that trick off.
We can. Just add enough lemon to it, or lime.
Yeah.
Avocado toast with egg on top.
Seriously,
So
like
good.
Warehouse 13 was supernatural stuff. This show was like monsters that just lived on Earth.
You
And there
like
was
the
like one.
monsters
There was like
more.
one that lived on. Well, no, there was like one that lived in the Great, and he was kind of like their accountant.
Oh,
and he-
I kind of remember.
He kind of like lived in the sewer grate type thing. He took care of stuff, and they had monsters just working in the office and everything. And there were monsters everywhere, but nobody knew that. It was like Men in Black-ish.
Yeah.
They're just everywhere, but nobody really knows because they're trying to take care of things.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
I know. I'm gonna have
Okay.
to post it in the comments after I figure it out.
Should we go move on to events?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
It's pretty much just the Boga coming up this
No,
week.
Boga's sold out.
But that's an upcoming event.
Yes. For those of you who have tickets, Boga's on Saturday. There is pumpkin decorating this Wednesday. Corn salsa thing on avocado toast. Ooh, that sounds good.
I mean, that does sound good.
It's like a Tex-Mex kind of thing.
Oh, wow. Curry with apple. Boy, I'm just missing all kinds of things by trying to look up relevant things to the conversation.
How do I spell salsa?
Salsa.
Thank you.
Salsa.
I spelled it like Tulsa.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
All right. So, pumpkin decorating this Wednesday. We've got a bunch of the tiny little pumpkins, and they're not just the boring, just orange ones that you can get in the grocery store. We got them up at Green Bluff, and so there are the orange ones, but there's like orange stripy ones, and there's white ones, and I think even some of them are a little speckled.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's going to be $5. That gets you a little kit that will come with like decorating stuff like ribbons and like sequins, but not glitter, because glitter is, I'm not going to say it. The kids are right there.
Wrong and evil. Impossible to clean up or get rid of by any means.
Yes. Anyways, it's going to be super fun. So you get your little kit, you get your drink. We toyed around with the idea of doing $5 for the kit or but if you want to just take it and go, or if you're under 21 and there's no point in paying $5 for a $3 thing of root beer.
I mean, I ain't gonna stop you. But
yeah, we're gonna do that. So $5 for just the decorating pack, $10 if you want to do the decorating pack and get your first drink and stay in the tap room and make awesome pumpkins. So that's this Wednesday. It'll just be the whole night until the pumpkins are gone.
wow. So we're releasing the triptych and decorating pumpkins.
Yes.
With discounts on drinks.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm going to make the executive call that the triptych is not included in that deal.
That probably sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything but the triptych.
Yeah.
In that one, because dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's-
It's such a small batch. I don't want it to go that fast.
Yeah, and it's super crazy strong too.
Yeah.
We need to be careful with that
Yeah.
one. So everything but that.
I mean, I suppose we'll do it in a 10-ounce pour.
Yeah,
But
we'll cross that
maybe
bridge.
it'll be fine.
We'll,
Maybe it'll be okay. Kind of iffy on whether the triptych will be included.
we'll have it all figured out by the time we reach the frontier.
Corn chowder. Ooh, that's coming down.
And anybody that can tell me what that is a reference to is my new best friend.
I actually didn't hear entirely what you said. Can you repeat yourself?
I said, well, I'll have it all figured out by the time we reach the frontier. What's that? The frontier. We have a movie we have to watch tonight, apparently.
Is it Explorers?
Will I have kids? Will they be normal?
That's Explorers.
No, it's not Explorers. Although that was a fantastic sci-fi movie.
Yeah, and they were doing the first CGI, right?
Nope.
And
Not Explorers. That was all live action puppets.
okay, it's the other.
With,
but
fun
I'm
fact,
thinking-
the doctor from Voyager.
But I'm thinking of the right one.
You're
'Cause
in
it's
the right.
It's with the guy from Singing in the Rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's not Explorers.
No, I know, but I can't remember what it's called.
The Last Starfighter.
There you go.
Which desperately needs to be remade scene by scene.
Exactly.
Exactly how it was
but
with
with modern-
voiceovers from the original actors, but with modern graphics.
Nice. We just remake.
Just
actual
remake the
film.
CGI part.
Yeah.
Take the old part, leave it how it was.
Pull
and
a
redo
George
the CGI.
Lucas, except done well.
No, yes, except done well. And with no extra racist bits added. So,
Yes.
oh, hopefully that's the point at which our connection stalled when I made that comment.
Okay.
No,
we're good.
no.
We're still fine.
Prior to the classic Robert Picardo, this was long before that. In Explorers, he played the both the alien kid and the alien father. that was Robert Picardo.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, it's and he was also Star Killer on the drive-in movie theater that they wrecked.
That's
We should
awesome.
We should watch that too. It's going to be a late night, baby. You want me to make some popcorn?
yes.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Other events coming up. So we mentioned BOGO, which is sold out. Pumpkin decorating, which is on Wednesday. The releases. So Marcus Mark and the Pumpkin Bunch. You guys decided on that?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out tomorrow. The triptych
Choices
is
were
coming
made.
out Wednesday. Pretty sure that was my idea. The Halloween is on a Sunday, so we'll be closed. But Saturday, I'm at least going to be dressed up. So you should totally feel free to dress up. And then the week after that, the weekend, is Extra Life. I'm going to start posting about that this week. It's a 24-hour gaming marathon where Mark and I are going to stay up for 24 hours. Actually, I think it might be daylight savings time again. So
No!
we might be doing 25 hours.
No.
Let me look it up.
Again?
We've done it several years like
No, you
that.
keep telling the story. I'll look it up. You keep telling the story.
Yes, it is. So
Oh.
I guess we're doing 25 hours. Anyways, we're raising money for the Children's Hospital at Sacred Heart.
Children's Hospital is worth another hour.
Yes. So we're going to be raising money online. We're going to be raising money in the tap room. We'll be open normal hours, but we'll be gaming during normal hours. So come game with us. We'll probably have a schedule.
Let's just have a little tablet there available in like private mode, so everything is secure and doesn't remember anything for people to donate online if they want to.
Well,
Then they don't have to fuss with anything else. They can just walk in. Oh yeah, I'd like to donate to that. They do their thing, and away we go.
Well, because it's really nice to be able to post links online for people who can't come into the tap room that day.
I mean, both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, instead of like a money jar or something else that might get confused with a tip jar for our hardworking employees,
That is
we
true.
just have a super fancy technology screen where people can do their super fancy technology stuff.
I think we should have a like Extra Life jar as well, though, because there are people who prefer to tip with cash and plan specifically for that.
All right, fair enough.
But I like your idea of having the option.
We'll just make sure that our employees are taken care of first and foremost,
Absolutely.
and then we take care of other things.
So. There'll be online, there'll be in-person donations available. And that is, again, the following weekend. So that's November 6th that we are doing that. I'm super excited. I really love Extra Life.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Yes.
The games we're gonna play this year, the snacks we're gonna eat this year.
Yes.
Good times.
I think I was saying that I think we'll probably have some kind of schedule kind of thing at the tap room of times that we're going to be playing certain games. A lot of it will be just like willy-nilly. Like,
I think for a rare, extremely rare exception, we should bring in our RetroPie and have classic Nintendo games there and Super Nintendo games that we can play 1 or 2 players with.
that would be a
It's
lot
like-
of fun.
It's like, welcome to Bardic. You want to play Bubble Bobble with me while you order your beer?
That would be a lot of fun. We should
Who would say no to that?
totally try
Only
to do that.
uncool people.
Not me.
You
Okay.
can't have beer, but you can totally play Bubble
I'll
Bobble
have
with
root
me.
beer.
Yeah,
Root beer.
can
You
have
can
root
totally
beer.
have root beer.
Okay, so those are the events that are coming up.
I'm playing now.
I feel like there's more, but I can't actually remember any of it.
Oh no, Kaylee's
So-
gonna miss it. That's okay. We'll have a stupidly long video game marathon
sad.
with you some other time
We do it every year, so you won't miss out.
because that's what heroes do.
That's what heroes do. Oh, Bardic Anniversary's coming up end of next month. So yay!
So that's neat.
Talk about Mug Club.
Yes. So Mud Club is here we go again. It's that time of year. So the current Mud Club for this year is winding down, which means at the end of the year, December 31st, well, closing time on December 31st, will be the beginning of time that you can start taking home your goblets, your Mud Club mugs. What that means is it's time to start planning for the next year, 2022, which wouldn't we all be happy to start planning for 2022?
We said that last year.
Yes, well, this year's going to be different. So this year, our mugs have handles again. So this year, beginning of November, I believe the 2nd is the first day we're open at the beginning of November. Current Mug Club members will have first dibs at coming in and renewing their Mug Club. You can change names. You can change colors. You can keep your name. You can keep your color.
Some of you will have to change your color.
It
Just a
depends.
heads up.
Yeah, it depends on first come, first serve. It'll be the usual gig where you pick your first
No,
choice,
because
second
some of our
choice, third
colors are
choice.
not being extended into next year.
But what I'm saying is it will be the usual gig of you pick your
Yes.
first color, second color, third color, everything, and you'll probably get your first choice, but, fingers crossed. So that is the beginning of November. Current Mug Club members get the chance to renew. Come Black Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving, which is like the 28th, I believe, which is
I think so.
news to me. A lot of people didn't know that. So there you go. It's
We're learning new things all
Learning-
the time.
learning things we thought were common knowledge that turns out it wasn't. So Black Friday is the day
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving, which in this
Yep.
case I think is around the 28th. That will be the chance for the general public to come in and start sweeping up the Mug Club. So if you are a current Mug Club member and you have not renewed by Black Friday, watch out because it might get swept out from underneath you.
Yep.
This year's mugs are going to be proper mugs again, as opposed to the goblets that we have this year.
Next year's mugs.
This upcoming year's
Okay,
mugs.
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said this year. I thought you were going to go
Yeah,
into a
no,
different
sorry.
track.
This upcoming year's mugs are going to be proper mugs again with a handle and everything. This is an early prototype. The actual mugs will be a little bit more twisty.
Yep.
They will obviously be the different colors that
And
we-
have our logo on them.
and have our logo on
like
them.
normal.
everything else. But they're going to be super duper. They do not come with the cat
The
pictured.
Adorable cat.
Yeah, which the cat liked the mugs too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, cat
Um,
had good taste. Anyway, the dates to remember. Beginning of November if you're a current Mug Club member.
Yep.
Black Friday if you're not a Mug Club member.
Current-
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Current Mug Club members can take their mugs home beginning first part of the next year. So January 1st will be open. It's a Saturday.
Sweet.
January 1st is also the point at which you can start using next year's mug.
Absolutely.
However that works.
I mean,
Um,
well, with all the caveats, here's to hoping we get them in time, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. But
Yeah.
it's looking
Which
like
we
we
should.
will.
We should,
Yeah,
yeah.
the guy was very much.
He's
yeah,
on the ball.
He's on the ball, and he's a great guy. So
So last year we gave Mug Club members until the end of March to pick up their mugs. That we were trying to be very generous, and so, but most people came and picked them up like the first week or two.
yeah,
So
I don't think we had any picked up between the second week and the end of March.
Yeah,
Maybe one.
yeah.
Maybe one. But
So we were talking about end of February, but you say that, and I'm thinking end of January, and then we're done. It's a month.
I mean, that's That's 4 weeks. That's a lot
Yeah.
between all of the promotions we do and all of the emailing and
Yeah.
social media and everything. If you haven't picked it up by then, you kind of
Yeah. We only had one person come in like
June.
September.
Yeah, it's like, oh, could I get my last? No, I'm sorry, dude. You had 8 months and you didn't get it. So
okay, so we're gonna say January. Then.
let's say February. Next year, let's do January. But this year, let's hedge our bets. Let's give ourselves a buffer.
All right.
Nobody's gonna cry too hard about having to wait.
I had to tell so many people, no, we're not selling them to the end of March.
We're
not selling them to the end of March.
I know, but for every
sold
100,
in 10 minutes.
but for every 100 people that want to buy those old mugs, the one person that comes in on like February 3rd is like, "Can I get my mug? I'm so sorry. I've been across country living on an Amish farm." No. So
okay, all right. So end of February.
End of February. Some people are out of town around the first week.
Yes, yeah, and see, then that's the thing is that even if some, like we've got 2 mugs from last year, so 2019, 2020. 2020, that are just sitting in our walk-in right now because people emailed us, said, hey, we can't come pick them up before end of March. Can you hang on to them? Said, sure. And they still haven't had a chance to get in yet. Which
they are busy folks.
They're farmers, so
yes, ain't gonna blame a farmer. I like my food. Ain't gonna blame a farmer.
So yeah, we're happy to hang on to people if they just let us know by the end of whatever time we give them. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't come in because, and we don't even care why. Just hey, I can't come in.
Do not care why.
Yeah.
Make up some reason.
Don't even have to. Just I can't come in. That's enough for us.
Good enough.
We'll hang on to it. But we're gonna give to the end of February.
End of February.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we will sell off all the rest.
Yep.
They'll be, reasonably priced. It'll be fantastic.
Yes.
They'll probably go in 10 minutes again.
Yes.
If that this year.
Yes.
My goodness, I cannot believe how fast things went. And I am really excited to see how fast things go on Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally every single day that somebody asks, how do I get into that mug club? And I tell them,
or even
Black Friday.
Yeah.
You got to get here on Black Friday, and you best show up early because apparently there's going to be a line.
We had a conversation with several people last week about how they're going to be here at, well, he said 4 a.m.
I told him he was nuts and said he's very welcome to camp outside, but I ain't showing up till before 4.
So it's very possible we're going to have a line for mug club memberships this year for Black Friday.
Yeah, so we'll see. Don't know.
Yep.
Maybe people are just a lot of talk and we won't actually have a line, but
could very well be.
Do you really want to take your chances?
Do you want to talk about colors that we're going to have this year?
Yes, I do. A lot. And I'm going to, while you talk about other things instead of making me woman.
I have nothing else to talk about.
Make something up like I have to every time you're doing other things.
All right. I know for a fact that 2 of the color combinations that we have this year are going to be going away. It's going to be the green and tan and the yellow. Both of those were really unpopular. The yellow particularly so.
Badly unpopular.
Yeah. So we're getting rid of those and we're replacing them with one other color. So the I'm sure Mark's going to find it, but I know that the jeans, the blue, the brown, iridescent, the red are all going to stay. He's going to pair them slightly differently. The seal that has the Bardic bee on it is going to be a little bit different. Just it's going to be a little bit smaller.
Found it.
Yay.
It is ridiculously hard to find that information in my email because it's not in the thread you would think it would be.
Okay, so keep talking.
Okay, so the blue jeans and gray that everybody loves, still in.
Number one requested.
Yes. The red and black, that is probably the second most popular, still in. The fill in your color. We call it brown. Some people call it maroon. Some people call it purple. I don't know. It's a kind of iridescent.
So it changes depending on how you see it.
That pearlescent brownish and tan.
This one.
That color
The
is coming
reason
back.
it's home is because I shattered it. So
That's okay. We'll take the name tag off and we'll replace it. Doesn't matter. So just straight, plain old dark blue and gray. Think of it, TARDIS blue.
Yes.
TARDIS blue. That
blue.
one will be coming back. And then our newest color, black with a purple accent. So
I am so excited.
the mug will be black. The logo will be purple. Think Enderman. It will be amazing. So
yeah.
I imagine that one probably goes first.
I kind of think so. I know of at least one person who is going to get that color. Well, I mean,
2 people then.
Then 2
I don't know
people.
who the other guy is, but I'm the winner. It's my place. I get second dib. I get 49%-ish dibs. You get 51%-ish dibs.
All right. So yeah, we're super excited about that.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
Yes. So.
Yeah, probably
Devin
so.
would love that too.
Probably so.
It's not the one I was thinking of, but anyway, so that's Mug Club.
So that's mugs. Yep. So if you're in the current mug club and you would like to remain so, beginning of November is your option. Don't worry if you don't get in at the beginning of November. You have all the way until Black Friday. Your spot is reserved, as is your name, all the way up to Black Friday.
Here's a note too. Let's just say wildly this isn't going to happen, but let's say every single Mug Club member decides to renew. Like Mark said, your spot is locked in until Black Friday, and we've extended the Mug Club to 130.
30. Yep.
130. So there's an extra 30 spots.
Yep. So don't push your luck, but there will be a spot for you until Black Friday. Yep. May not get your color depending on how slow you are, but you will 100% get your spot and your name.
Yes.
So if you want it. If you want to change your name, cool.
Absolutely. But we'll reserve your name. Like last year, we had somebody who wanted somebody else's name.
Darkwing Duck. That is suddenly the new inspiration I see for that mug.
Yeah.
I was thinking an Enderman from Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
But Darkwing Duck is all of a sudden.
Yes.
I mean, he is the daring duck of mystery.
He is.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I was saying, so we had somebody last year who wanted another Mug Club member's name. And we hadn't heard from that Mug Club member yet. So what we did is we took the one who wanted the name, we took her alternative and put that down as the first with a note saying that if this other mug name became available, she got first dibs. So we can absolutely do that for you guys. Although this year, a lot of the names were really like diverse. Like obviously there's the gamer tags, like those
are by definition unique. Yeah. So there's no way.
No, I don't think anybody's going to just guess like, oh, I'm going to do this, and it happens to be this person's gamer tag.
I want Rivercomb 3854.
Yes.
I mean, okay.
Yes, exactly. Some of the names are more common and might, but I don't think as many. So
next year I should make mine Bob.
Bob.
BAHB. Bob.
I'm kind of surprised you wouldn't want to stick with Q. It fits.
I mean, Q is all powerful. If I can find a more all powerful being in sci-fi fantasy lore,
Discord.
Discord is Q. Discord is straight Q.
I know, but he's more powerful, I think.
I don't think he's more powerful.
Because he has the love of friendship. That makes him more powerful.
Q has a thing for Janeway.
Magic of friendship.
Loving Janeway.
Okay.
I mean, if you respect Janeway, you've already got a foot up right there. Because Janeway's something else.
Is absolutely true. B. Dot. Oh, God.
That's also a good one.
Susan. I might take that one.
Gosh.
I don't want to be a ginormous. I want to be Susan.
All right, so that's the Mug Club news. What else have we got going on?
I think we're on to random recommendation of the week.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have one? Because I have mine.
I do not.
Do you need me to fill in the
Yes.
blanks? My random recommendation of the week, which I
so
set out so that I would remember.
It is so perfect. Yes.
I purposefully set it out so I would remember.
Yes.
My random recommendation of the week is Gorilla Glue. I think we can all agree lately super glue has kind of sucked.
It has.
It's
which is
been more
sad.
like meh glue. It's like it'll stick your fingers together for a while, but even those can be pulled apart. And if you put anything
What
plastic
about-
together, it's just going to fall apart anyway.
What about crazy glue?
I haven't tried crazy glue. I can't say.
Because I mean Craggle.
I mean, there is the Craggle. Crazy glue does have some movie clout going along, but super glue is just straight trash these days. But Gorilla Glue, that stuff gonna hold.
Yeah.
It ain't letting anything go. It
Yeah.
comes in now it comes in more than that, but important to me, 2 different forms. There's the original recipe, I guess, which foams up and expands into crevices and stuff, and stuff ain't letting go of nothing. That is what we hold our posts in our concrete with for our little barrier on our patio.
Which I need to redo.
No, you don't.
No, not that part, lad. The
ropes,
themselves are a little-
yeah, those are getting a little ragged. But the posts are not coming out of that concrete. I tell you what. But it also comes in so that's the white version. They also make a clear version, which is not foam. It's more like what super glue used to be.
It's a liquid.
Yeah, yep, and that stuff holds anything together. You do have to tape it in place for a few hours, but boy, once it dries.
Isn't that how you fixed your Mini?
Yes,
And
that is how I fixed my D&D Mini. Literally took a toothpick, dipped it in the tip of the Gorilla Glue, put a single drop, smaller than a drop, on there. Gently set that thing together. Just let the viscosity of the glue hold it up. I didn't have to tape it or anything. Fast forward several months. It's fine, thank you very much. It ain't going anywhere.
And it gets used every week.
Every single week with very powerful magnets on the bottom of that Mini. I get that thing even close to the board. It snaps down into place, and that glue is just holding. So Gorilla Glue is my wildly random recommendation of the week.
I know what mine's going to be. All right. I will be right back. Discuss.
You're going to make me do that again every single week, I swear. Oh, here we go. You're going to enjoy this one. This is a craft. Because as everybody knows, why buy it for $5 when you can pay $100 worth of craft supplies and make it yourself?
Pay $100.
I know it was dirt cheap.
And I got time. We got time with the kids to be able to make a really super cool craft,
which was worth every minute. All joking aside, it was super cool.
It was. Okay, so my overall random recommendation of the week is to spend time with loved ones doing something fun. And I'm going to specifically give the example of the thing that we did with our kids that was super fun, which was to make an eyeball wreath. This is hanging on our door. It will be when I put it back. And look at the tiny itty bitty little baby eyeball that Wendy made.
Mine has an optic nerve.
Yes. Mark, it's kind of hard to see, but he actually made the optic nerve on his. Next year in the tap room,
make your own eyeball.
A lot of fun. It's really simple. So it's foil that we kind of balled up, and then you can get the long strip of plaster, like what they use on casts, and that's just wrapped around. And it was one of those, it's a craft I saw on TikTok and was like, I got to do this with the kids. It's fun. And I learned by the last one, this one right here is the last one I did. And you can see that it's solid. And a lot of these other ones, you can kind of see the holes in the plaster. So I figured out the technique of how to get them a little bit smoother by the end. But it doesn't matter. They're lots of fun. And then we painted them and added the little Wendy really, really loved the little blood vessels. And Peter he loved mixing the colors for all the different eyeballs. So
it's called good parenting.
Yes. So that's what I'm going to say. Obviously, like, you don't have to do like this craft, but do something with somebody that you love.
Maybe do a puzzle. Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe read a book. Maybe just have fun together. So
Come in and have a drink.
we have some games in the tap room.
We
Okay,
do.
shameless plug.
Which we took the doors off of the game cabinet so people can actually see them. I don't know why it took me 2 years to think of it.
Best move we ever made game wise.
Yeah. So that's my random recommendation of the week. And I will put the link of the TikTok video in the comments because
Reasons.
it's fun. And also the gal that I follow that suggested this is amazing.
Is she that artist?
She's the
I
one
love
that
her.
yeah.
The teacher that makes all of her own clothes.
Yes.
I love her.
My goal is to one day be able to dress like this woman because she's mwah.
She's so cute and so funny.
All right. I think
That's pretty well
we got over an hour with a connection that is unstable.
Yep, the whole time. But according to other technology, it's been okay.
Wonderful. Also, the Mango Excelsior is delicious. How was your beer?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. So
Wow. Cheers to a new week. We're going to be on tomorrow. The triptych will be on Wednesday, as well as pumpkin decorating. Halloween is on Saturday. Halloween yoga if you've got tickets. And feel free to come in your costume because why not? It's fun.
because if there's a safe place to do that, it's Bardic.
Yes.
And if there's another safe place to do that, it's probably Natural 20. But
Absolutely.
yeah, start at Bardic.
I forgot to post pictures of us with the CSA people. CSA, right? People?
What?
With
SCA.
SCA. There we
There
go.
you go.
I don't know why I can't. Yeah. Anyways, people came in dressed up with like Renaissance and ancient Roman garb because they know us.
They do know us.
Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for supporting us in our dream. And we can't wait to see you guys.
Bye.